to Tuesday. I'm back. We're back. It's been a wonderful day. First of all, I'm very grateful that the sun is shining. I am so grateful that you guys are here. And let's dig right in because I know this community has got lots to do and you're excited to be here. And we're going to talk about 5 ways to crush your yo-yo dieting ways through very simple steps. It takes less than 30 minutes. Sometimes it'll take 10 minutes here and 10 minutes there, but less than 30 minutes a day. You can do this. You cannot worry about these tiny habits that you've accumulated that are stopping you. So let's get started and tell me what you have done really well this week while I'm pulling up the screen share, because I know you guys have been doing super good at a lot of things. And the clients that I've been speaking with lately, oh my gosh, your results, it's amazing. I can't believe how amazing this is. So with summer here, it is a little bit easier to get into a little bit easier patterns, a little bit easier. It's fresher outside. It's, how should I say it? There's more daylight. Sometimes people feel like they have more time. But here's 5 steps to crush your yo-yo dieting ways. And like I said, less than 30 minutes. So what I mean by this is when we're going through these items, you don't have to do this all in one sitting. I want you to look at what you're doing now, and then you're going to increase it and get better techniques throughout the next few weeks. So this is step 9 of the Yo-Yo Dieter's Plan. Very simple. This is where we balance it out, where you look at your goals, and by the time you are at the, I would say, let me think, 16, there's about 16 weeks, so not quite 16, 12 weeks. So let's just say at week 10, you should be really close to balance. You should be knowing your ways. You should just be critiquing and taking things out. So balancing it all together, this is where we get simplified, where we know what we're doing. So we're going to go through this very simply. And if you have any questions, please comment and let me know if you have any questions. So this week, what is your biggest goal? Is it to eat better food? Is it to plan ahead more? Do you need to get outside and just go, yes, I want to get this fresh air? Increase gym time. Maybe you've been not going to the gym and you're like, you know what? I want to work on my legs, or I want to get more cardio, or I want to get stronger in my arms and my abs. So what is that? Or do you want to decrease stress by 50%? Like, what do you want to work on? So think about this. You can watch this video again. So if you miss something and if you want to pause it and go, you know what? Let me write this down. But write your number 1 goal you want to get done this week. This right here is the balancing step 9 roadmap to how you keep it together. How you go, okay, I did this and this and this. And again, it takes less than 30 minutes a day because I know you guys are busy. So let's dig in and we are going to show you how simple this is. Your health wheel. Number 1, you want to evaluate where you are in each area of your life. So how you do that, you're going to actually place dots in these areas. You can put it right in the middle and go, okay, joy. I don't know how that happened. Joy. So you're going to put that like right in the middle right there. And then you're going to do the next thing with spirituality, creativity, finances, and then you're going to connect all of them. And then you're going to see how your circle looks. If you want to, if you're doing really well at a certain area, you would actually put it closer to the edge. If you need improvement, you're going to put it toward the middle. If you're doing very poorly at this, you are going to put it in closer to the middle. So every week you're going to do this exercise. So every single week you are going to do your health wheel and see where you're improving. Now, every week you're not going to work on each section. So don't feel like, oh my gosh, I got to do maybe my career, maybe you've already focused on that too much and you're like, I've done a lot. Let's focus on my social life, or let's focus on creativity. So you don't have to increase each area every single week, but it's just to gauge where you're at and to visually see how you improve. So next, you are going to list 3 habits that work for you right now. Because if something's working for you right now, stick to it. Don't throw it out the window. Don't go, well, Tina said I should do this, or I should do this. But list 3 habits that work for you right now. Like me, I just wanted to give you an example. I wake up each day and I meditate for 15 minutes. I do this 5 days a week. And then I drink my lemon water every morning before I drink my coffee. Again, you guys know how much I love my coffee, but I want to make sure I get lemon water. And sometimes I do it cold, sometimes I do it warm, but I want to do this every morning before coffee. And then the third habit is being grateful more often. And I will do a whole section on this grateful practice. Literally, less than 68 seconds, and there's a science to this, and we can get into this later. But again, in the program, there's a science to 17 seconds and 68 seconds, and we will dig deeper into that in the program. But I do this, and I have grown tremendously in the past year. So gratefulness and meditation, they do go hand in hand. And then at night, write down 10 good things that happened in my life or in your life. I mean, this is an example, but write down 3 habits that work for you right now, because I don't want you to change something that's working for you. Then I want you to note what your belief system is. List 3 of your core belief statements and go, you know what? This is something I'm not going to veer off of. This is something I believe in. This is what I stand for. Write those 3 lists of your core belief statements. Like an example is I believe in myself. And no matter how hard it gets sometimes, I believe that if I keep going, I will succeed. So belief leads to my personal success. So this is very powerful. And again, I want you guys to succeed just as much as you want yourself to succeed, to reach that why that we've talked about. So what is your belief system? Write 3 core beliefs in your belief system. And then I will absolutely achieve these 3 goals in the next 7 days. So I know we've looked at what works for you, your core beliefs, and then this is going to be 3 things that you are not doing, but you want to do in the next week. And once you accomplish this in the next 7 days, I want you to repeat this the next 7 days. And once you feel like you have mastered those goals and those steps that you've wanted to take, let's say if you've reached only one of them, let's say it was number 3 that you've written down, you get rid of that number 3 and then you put something else in that position. So don't feel like you overwhelm yourself. We don't want to do too much because each step will come at the right time. Everything in your life will come at the right time. Don't feel like you're ahead of yourself or don't feel like you're behind. You are in the exact place you're supposed to be right now. So these 3 goals in the next 7 days. So, and again, if you don't achieve or you feel like they're not part of your daily schedule or part of your daily routine, you don't have to keep changing them. Keep them the same until you master them. And then you add another goal or you add another step. So again, if you want to dig deeper in this, I am here to help you. And this is definitely for you because this is all about losing that 20 pounds in 90 days without going back to your old ways and keeping it off for good. Oh, this is so important. This is my favorite slide of the night. Check in daily and hourly with your emotions. And hourly, I don't mean you have to check in at every single hour you're awake, but notice when you wake up. Notice maybe at 10 o'clock, then at noon. And we have worksheets for this. So with this, I would just check in and just say, you know what? I feel amazing at 10 o'clock. Like you feel full of energy. And then maybe at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you're like, I feel a little stressed. And sometimes even maybe let's say 4:30, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm having such a hard time. Maybe you are working with a couple clients or you're at work and you have a couple customers and you just feel like something's not going right. Note that down. Note that somewhere, write it down and gauge how you feel. And then you can switch it up. I don't know if that's a good word, switch it up, but you can really mentally shift your mind. So check in daily/hourly with your emotions. And then goal complete. So those 3 goals that we talked about adding to each step, say, I am proud of myself for reaching this goal. Finally, when you've mastered a step that you've wanted to add to your routine or add to your, weekly, or, it could even be you want to get it done once a week. Let yourself know that you've accomplished it and say, and it doesn't always have to be pounds, but for this weight loss program, we're going to keep track because we want to make sure we celebrate the small steps. And it doesn't have to always be weight. Like I keep saying that, but let's just say you lose 2 pounds. I lost 2 pounds this week. I will keep going. And we can put inches. We could put, I lost blank inches. So whatever your goal is, note it and go, woohoo, be super excited. Take that deep breath. Okay. Aren't you guys glad you showed up tonight? I'm so glad that you're here. So how does your personal roadmap look? Really? And like I said, go back and watch this one more time because these are key steps to losing that weight. So let's reach your goal. Lose that 20 pounds in 90 days. And we want to accomplish it. We want you to get there. So when you do these small habits and you actually balance this out, I will tell you that it's amazing. And stop share. Okay. So anytime you start a new program, I know it's super exciting. And then you're like, first couple weeks, you're like, I'm doing great. And then you hit the middle. And the middle is where you may pause and you may get stuck, but that is where your biggest growth is. And if you don't push yourself to keep going, you will go back. You will go back to the same spot you were at. So don't ever feel like if you're stuck, you got to stop and give up. That is where the coaching and the ability to keep going, build your inner strength, build those hardwired, like we talk about mental strength, we talk about your how should I say it? Your neurons. They're so ingrained, your habits. It's just they flow. And if you don't break it up and if you don't, mentally stop and go check on your list, I got this done, I got this done. So each time you accomplish your list or your goals and then you celebrate them and you push through the hard times, that's where you grow the most. So I just want to let you know that this is so exciting. And I'm so proud of each and every one of you that have shown up for these lives, that have taken part of a few of these challenges. And I know we're going to do another one. And I promise you that I will do a couple phone calls, do a couple more coaching sessions in between, because in these 30-day sessions, I want you guys to know how happy I am when you succeed. So again, those were some very simple 5 steps to stop your yo-yo dieting ways and lose the weight for good in less than 30 minutes a day. Who doesn't have 30 minutes a day? And again, break it up. 5 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes at night, 7 minutes at lunchtime. Just do it for yourself. So again, I appreciate all of you for being here, and it's been a wonderful day, and today has been a spring-like day. Get outside, shut off your computer, because being outside, being closer to nature does help your body, does help your immune system, and totally expands your energy. So again, thank you so much for being here. And again, my name is Tina, the creator of the 90-day 9-step program to losing your 20 pounds, keeping it off, and being excited, living life, and being better for work, partner, yourself, and being the best you can be. So we will talk soon. Have a great night. Bye.